I know I make a lot of bold statements on here, especially that I'm all these mediocre men in history. But for me to be so confident that I am these mediocre men to these much more famous women is because of this. Do you see what I'm seeing right here? So if you start looking at this is a chart of all four incarnates, including myself. I'm the one on the outermost ring. And if you notice, then I put them in order of chronological. So then this second ring right here would be Desi Arnaz, this would be King Louis, and this would be Mark Antony. And if you notice, the sun in each of them kind of goes in a pattern. And all the planets correspond in that same pattern. And this pattern is something that you would commonly see in fractals or the Fibonacci sequence. What is that? It's something that kind of looks like this. I'm going to show you some more examples in a bit. It's where something is going in a self-repeating kind of replicating pattern that is expanding and getting bigger and bigger because it's adding on from a sequence of the last number. So the thing is, you'll see it like that. The suns are going like that, and it repeats with all the other planets. And it's just from all these charts, there's a progression and a movement, and there's also constraints and kind of parameters that there seems to be some sort of energetic balance that needs to be maintained or achieved. I think I figured out how to do the math on that. We'll either get into this video or the next video, but I'm going to go in and just tell you why, to me, this looks like kind of a big ass deal. And you'll notice that with fracturing, it's like, think of tree leaves or branches. Things are branching off. You'll notice that with these numbers that I'm going to point out in more detail soon, they are the same number or energetically through numerology the same number, or they are seemingly to be numbers that are split. So the next iteration person's number seems to split the last number of the person before them. What would this seem to represent would be that reincarnation is real. The universe may be the universe is already in fractals. And there's an idea in quantum physics about the holographic universe, which I'm going to touch on and talk about. But there is a rhythm and a rhyme to reincarnation. And me and these three bozos that I've been kind of show it to you. So we weren't really known in history as being good for much. But hey, here for a good time, and a good time to show you what a good time it was. Not a long time, because we'll be back. But yeah, too long, don't read. I think my charts show that reincarnation follows kind of a sequencing pattern, which means that it's not just bullshit. There's something fucking here, you guys. Stick around if you want to learn more. I'm filming it now, so it's definitely coming out this time. I know I talk a lot really fast about all this, but I'm going to do a deeper video talking and showing you exactly the points. This is just kind of an overview briefer because if I don't get this fucking out, I'm never going to do it. I'm going to lag and part 2 will never come out, but at least part 1's here. And also, I could tell from my last video, you guys weren't impressed with my narration. And let me just tell you, it took me a really long time to actually get the villain voice. So I was like, that was not easy, you guys. You know how hard it was to do a laugh in the beginning and not make it sound like too fucking like comical? I was like, can you imagine just, there's a lot of that, okay? So I'm a little hurt. I'm too fucking sensitive, but my church shows it too. They're like, you're so creative and artistic, so fucking sensitive. I'm like, well, that's where the creativity comes from. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna be poor in this lifetime. They're like so artistic. So fucking artistic and emotional. You had to make me a Scorpio moon. I feel everything. And also, all these bozos, I'm the only one with this. Well, they're Cancer Pisces, so they weren't much better. So stick around for part 2.